to my channel. Tonight we have a video all about the leopard trend. So we're gonna go over a little bit of history of leopard, and of course I'm gonna share with you some of the ways that I chose to style the trend. So if you're interested in what that's all about, just keep watching. You have to know that leopard is definitely on trend, and it's gonna roll over to fall and winter. I think we first started seeing it in like the beginning of the year, and then when spring and summer kind of rolled around, we started seeing a little bit more of it. And now that they're starting to pull out the fall stuff, it's coming in super heavy. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of explore the leopard trend and talk about a little bit where it came from, and you know, how I am interpreting it in my wardrobe. It used to be a symbol of status and wealth. So you're talking like in the 17th centuries, you saw African kings wear it. It even kind of trickled on over to Italian nobility. So it was definitely something that was a signifier. It was a signifier that you were somebody that had power, had wealth, had status, and they were very much representing leopard. And I'm not talking about the print. They were wearing the real fur, the leopard pelts. They were wearing those. So let's move on a little bit and fast forward to current times. Let's talk about the 20s and the 30s, which I think is a very exciting time for leopard. Christian Dior kind of ushered it in the 20s and the 30s, and he turned it into a print, so it wasn't just the fur anymore. And he had this famous quote that he used to say. I think it went like, if you're fair and sweet, then don't wear it. So I guess he was letting everybody know that leopard was a really, really, really big deal. In the 40s and the 50s, you had like the American pinup girls. You guys remember the American pinup girls? They were wearing leopard print in like these decorated, beautiful corsets, and they were wearing it in lingerie. They were also wearing it in dresses. And that kind of gave leopard a little bit of an erotic look. So it kind of made it really sexy. That's when it started taking on a really sexy kind of look. So the 40s and the 50s, it really was focused on leopard in a kind of an erotic way. Now, when the 50s came, like going into late 50s, if I can remember correctly, not that I was around then, but just from what I know about fashion, they started wearing the coats again. So leopard furs kind of became in vogue again. So it became like really chic to have one of the leopard coats. So by the time the 60s came and Jackie Kennedy put on that leopard coat that she had, I'm gonna pop a picture up of it. She kind of set it off with that trend. She had everybody wanting to wear a leopard coat, and it became like highly in demand. But unfortunately, they were wearing real leopard fur, so you know the animal was going to become extinct with these people, you know, all killing leopards so that they could just put it on for fashion. So I think the leopard became outlawed so that you couldn't wear it anymore because it was like an endangered species. So that kind of trickled down. But the kind of look that the leopard took on in the 60s was, you know, kind of a classier look, you know, because Jackie Kennedy was wearing it. And so it went from being like super erotic and sexual to being a little bit more classy and chic. And it went back to that status sign of wealth again, right? So now let's go up to the 70s, all right? So the 70s and the 80s, so this is kind of my era where I remember, and that's where it kind of went to a different kind of underground culture. So that's where it kind of got moved around into punk, and it was like the rock era, the rock bands, where you'd see, you know, remember MTV videos and all that? You would see the rock bands and all those people in the 80s wearing, you know, leopard mixed with all kind of leather pants and stuff like that. And then I know in Studio 54 in the 70s, you would see, you know, a lot of leopard in those kind of places. So it kind of it went to this different kind of aesthetic of being punk. The punks picked it up, and the, you know, rock bands like hard rock and stuff like that. So it went to this like subculture. So it kind of went to the trashy side again, I would say. And it took on a whole new life. So it wasn't really tasteful, like, you know, the classy ladies who lunch weren't really wearing it that much like that in the 70s and the 80s, like they were in the 60s. Okay, so now when the 90s came around, the only thing I can remember is Kate Moss and that coat. Remember, she'd wear that faux fur coat, and you see her with her graphic t-shirts on with her jeans, you know, her little ballerina flats, her skinny jeans, and that became its own little look. So it kind of took on like indie sleaze kind of look, the heavy eyeliner, you know, of the 90s, and the kind of messy tousled hair. So that was kind of the look for it in the 90s. So you can kind of see, if you follow it throughout history, that there are times when it's really, really classy, and then there are times when it's really, really trashy. So it kind of like goes up and down just depending on who's wearing it and how it's presented. If you look at it in 2024, you can see that you pretty much can wear it any way you want to wear it. I think we have advanced ourselves enough where we've kind of loosened the shackles, where we're not really letting that print define us as whether we're having taste or not having taste. I see, you know, subcultures are wearing it, you know, like punk. You can still see it in punk, you can still see it in rock, you can still see it, classy ladies wear it. I think everybody's wearing it, and you're allowed to interpret it any way that you want to. And I think that's something really great about this print. I think it's wonderful that we're able to see it styled in edgy and in classy and in preppy. I mean, this print has went through every single aesthetic, and I think it does it really well, to the point where I know a lot of people have even labeled it as a neutral. And I think that's a really, like, that's a wonderful thing for something so strong as the leopard print. And what I think is really cool about it is, like, if you think about it, you know, that God gave them that print so that they could blend in, you know what I mean? They could blend in the forest and in the woods to be safe from prey. And when we put it on, we wear it to stand out. So I think it's kind of ironic that, you know, I get ditzy at times and think about silly stuff. But anyway, so I wanted to kind of share that with you. I thought that that was interesting, and maybe you guys would find a little interest in that. So I've been rambling for a while. Let me stop rambling and get on with the rest of the video. So let's get into the styling part of the video. So just like in the previous videos, anything that I can link for you guys, I will link. And some of the stuff like is stuff that I've had for a while, and some of the stuff is stuff that is linkable. But I think I should be able to link most of it. Probably not the accessories, because I'm using old things that I've already had. But we'll see as we go through it. Before I get into it, let me tell you some of my challenges. Okay, I am someone who loves leopard. I love it. However, my style challenge is, because I'm in a newer body, I feel like leopard could come off a little too sexy for me, and I'm not comfortable being overtly sexy. So I wanted to make sure that the pieces that I picked and how I portrayed them on my body, that I kind of calmed the leopard down a little bit. And I wanted to make sure that I kind of presented it in a fun way, or an edgy way, or a classy way, a more sophisticated way. So this is just my interpretation of it for my body. And you know what I mean? Like I said, you're free to interpret it any way you want. And a lot of this is just for inspiration. Even if you're not someone who works with my aesthetic, you could always look at what I'm wearing and say, you know what, if she would have switched these earrings and you know, maybe did this lipstick with this shoe, then that would be perfect for me. So you still get inspiration whether you style it the way I do, or whether it, you know, kind of unlocks your brain where you start saying, you know what, I know just how to put my little spin on it. Let's get into the first look. Okay, so the first look is I am wearing an all white suit from Zara, and this is one of the matching sets. It's sold separately, but it's still a matching set where the top matches the bottoms, and they're just a comfortable off-white set. This is something that, you know, you could wear a multitude of places. It even works as a vacation set. It even works if you want to lounge around a pool area with it. I really, really like this set. It's very comfortable. And I have the on-the-go tote, the jungle print, and it's a big leopard print, and the bag's background is in that off-white too. And then I'm just wearing a kitten heel mule in a leopard print. And what I did was I put a turquoise earring on with it because I wanted to kind of not be so matchy-matchy, and I wanted it to kind of look like a little boho. Like if I had remembered and brought like all my turquoise gold jewelry, I would have put that on with it, and I would have just, you know, wore the cat glasses with big turquoise jewelry. So if you can imagine with that, like a bunch of turquoise like choker necklaces with gold on it, and the turquoise and gold earrings, and then still have the leopard accessories. That's kind of basically how I would wear it, but I forgot the necklace. But this is something that I would be comfortable in if I did not want to draw, like if I was someone who wasn't comfortable in leopard, I think this is a great way to kind of present the leopard if you want to do leopard accessories. Now I have like other leopard accessories. I have a smaller bag that I think I've showed you guys previously from Banana Republic, and I even have like slide-in mules. But I think for these pants, just because of my height, I did the mules that have the little heel on it. So that's how that one kind of came about, and I love it. I like the pieces are interchangeable. If I want to switch it to jean shorts, I can. And I can still wear the bag. If I want to switch it to the top to black, I could do that. I could do black and white and still keep the same accessories. I could do a ton. If I want to do tan, I could do that. So if you are someone who likes leopard but you don't feel comfortable with it on your body, I think a great way to do it would be, you know, playing off of the leopard with a handbag and shoes. And just remember, just because I'm doing it with solids, you don't necessarily have to. I've seen people do it with print, and it looks good. I've seen blue and white pinstripe go against the leopard, and it looked nice. It just, I don't think that that flows well on my body, so this is how I styled it. All right. Okay, so I have this skirt that I got from Seven of All Mankind. I've had it for a while, so I'm not sure they still have it, but I'll do a search for you guys to see. I love this skirt. This is a pencil skirt. If you're up in age like I am and you don't always feel comfortable in a mini, this is to the knee, which I love, and it gives a nice silhouette because it's slimmy. It comes in, so it has kind of like that retro kind of pencil look. And it's a denim, and it does have some stretch in it. It has pockets in it, so I really like it. So when it becomes cold outside in winter and I need to put on tall boots and like a turtleneck or a sweater, this is going to look fabulous. But for right now, I can wear it. I was thinking, because it's warm outside, that I'd try to do something that was sleeveless. So I did a cashmere sleeveless black mock neck sweater. And I am just wearing Dior earrings, the little Dior earrings. I'm wearing the J'adore slingbacks and the Dior handbag, the Lady Dior handbag. So I was thinking, because we were talking about Dior, that it'd be kind of fun to use those accessories since he kind of ushered in the print. And I like this. I like this for like a really chic, classy, you know, like if you were someone who had to go to work, you could do this and throw a blazer over it, or a cardigan, or however you choose. Or this would be something that I could really, you know, do a date night in. I could change it up just a little bit to make it just a little bit more not so formal looking, like I'd probably make a smaller handbag for date night, but who knows, you know, I could. And I have the black cat eye glasses on from J. Crew. Those glasses are actually from J. Crew, and they're a nice quality made sunglass for a really reasonable price. I think J. Crew sells their sunglasses for maybe like 80 bucks, but they're always having a sale, so you could probably get them for, I think I paid like maybe $40 for them or something like that. They weren't a lot. And I'm kind of in this retro thing, so I've been collecting. I've got like a lot of older designer cat eyes, but I kind of wanted them to be a little bit more elongated without any label, without any logo or anything on it. So I've been, you know, kind of buying the cheaper ones so I didn't have to worry about a logo. But yeah, I really like this. This is fun. I've wore this before with a cream sweater and cream heels, like the Peggy Bundy heels. So I've done it without the cliche black on. And then this lip color that I'm wearing now is the lip color that I am actually wearing with this outfit. And let me grab it and I'll tell you what lip color it is. So I'm wearing this MAC retro matte liquid lip color, and it's called Dance With Me, okay? So I wanted a new red lip. I know I have the bright red, and I didn't want a burgundy. I wanted like a darker cherry red. So this kind of gave me what I was looking for. I'm kind of on this darker red, but I don't want it to be burgundy just yet, you know? I'm kind of into this like, I know my nails look burgundy, but they're not. They're really like a cherry red. So I'm kind of into this color right now. And I like this formula. It doesn't, to me, my lips don't feel dried out, but you guys know I have my little Baboa lip oil thing that I can stick on if I feel like I'm drying out. But I've had this maybe a week or two, and I've wore it twice, and it didn't really dry me out. And it stays on, it stays on. So we're all familiar with MAC, but I recommend it, I like it. I'll link it below, guys, because this is a really pretty color. All right. Okay, so the last outfit, I wanted to try to mix prints. And because my silhouette, I have to be careful with the prints on the top and the bottom of me because I have to make myself proportionate. And you guys know that I am top heavy, I have larger breasts, and I have the extra skin under my arms. So I really can't do too much print mixing with this part of my body, plus I have a long torso. So I decided to do the print mixing on the bottom. So I am wearing a white t-shirt, like a boxy t-shirt that has a zip up the back that I got many moons ago from Zara. And I am wearing the Ghani Leopard jeans. These jeans are perfect. I bought so many leopard bottoms, trying to find the perfect leopard bottom, and I returned so many. I, of course, tried Zara first because I thought, well, let me see if I can find a decent pair that's not that expensive. I hated all of them. I tried a couple of other places, and it just wasn't doing it for me. And I had something pretty specific in mind that how I wanted them to fit, and these Ghani ones were perfect. I don't believe there's any stretch in them. I'll link them below. I think they'll sell it. Ghani has a ton of leopard pieces right now on their website. They have leopard skirts and leopard dresses and leopard shirts. They have a whole bunch of leopard. And I really liked the fit of those. Those were just like, they were perfect. I just was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted. It gave me the fit that I wanted with the length that I wanted. So I highly recommend these. If you're in the market for a pair of leopard jeans, I think these are great. Now I went with my smaller size. I went with a size 27. Or actually I think that's my true size now, 27. Sometimes I fluctuate, 27. I have some 26s, but they're in the wide leg. Anyway, 27 is the size for those, what I got in them. And I am wearing my platforms from Chanel, and they have the CC print all over it. So I felt like the leopard would be okay with the mixing of the print of the CC on my shoe, even though they're close together. I thought that that would give it kind of like a funky, kind of retro, but cool girl kind of look, kind of fun. Like, you know, I could do it for date night. I could do it, you know, if we were going bar hopping or we're going to listen to some music, or, you know, sometimes, you know, we have relatives that have house parties and stuff like that. We'll do that, or whatever it is I want to do. I could do a day of hanging out, shopping, because those shoes are super comfortable to me. I can walk in them all day. I could do pretty much anything. So depending on what I would do would determine the makeup that I was going to wear. Because if it was going to be date night, then I would definitely have a face similar to what you see. And if I was doing something in the daytime, I think I would tone it down. I wouldn't wear the red lip. I would probably wear my normal, like apricot lip. So just depending on what I was doing would be, because I can kind of change the look up with my makeup and accessories, you know. And then I'm just wearing the Chanel vanity bag with it. So I just kind of kept it simple. And the Chanel hoop earrings. I had to think for a minute because I'm doing this from memory. I'm wearing the Chanel hoop earrings, the gold hoops with the black and pearls on there. So I'm wearing that. And then I'm wearing my favorite cheapy white cat eye glasses. I've been wearing these every day, you guys. These are from Free People. I know Anthropologie sells a pair too that are a little bit more, they cost more money, but they're more substantial than this. But I like these cheapy ones. I think these are cool. They're white, so I don't care if my makeup stains them. You know what I mean? I have like Ferragamo ones that are sort of cat eye, but like I said, every time I looked for one that was cat eye that was like a better quality, it had the logo on it. I didn't want a logo sunglass. But anyway, so I love these. These are like my favorite. And I love the black ones that I have that I mentioned before. So this was, like I said, my way of kind of wearing my punk, my like cool girl kind of look. And I think the messier the hair, the better. And that's it. This is something that I can totally put on with a black high heel boot and a black oversized, you know, my off the shoulder sweaters that I got from, I forgot the name of the store, but the big sweaters I was wearing all winter, that's something that I could totally wear with this when it cools down. These jeans are kind of they're a heavier weight. So if it's extremely hot, I probably wouldn't wear them unless I'm gonna be inside under air. If you're gonna be outside walking around, like these ain't the jeans I'm gonna be wearing to a festival. But if it's nighttime, and it cools down where I live at night. So if it's nighttime and it's gonna go down to 70 degrees, and I would wear them, I'd be fine in them. But anything above 75, would be too warm for me, you know, in these jeans. But I think they're great for every season though. I think they're great for spring because I got them in the spring. They're great for spring, they're great for summer, they're great for, I can't wait for fall to come so I can kind of style them with, you know, you can even wear them with graphic tees. And that's the way we usually see, you know, you see it like that, graphic tees, and you see it with, I've seen the girls wear them with Converse, like high top Converse. I think that looks cute. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm thinking I could do my loafers. I have some Chanel loafers, and I could do like a turtleneck with it, or a blazer and a t-shirt. You know, I could make it kind of look collegiate, you know. So I could take these pants in a ton of different directions. So those are kind of like probably the star of my wardrobe right now when it comes to Leopard. So tell me what you guys think of Leopard. Are you guys gonna be wearing it? I mean, usually most of us have it in our wardrobe in one way or another. I didn't like bring leopard belts and all that stuff, but that's a great way to do it. You could do it with leopard belts, you could do it with leopard tops. I don't buy a ton of prints to put on top. I've done floral, but I haven't been able to find a top that I really like in leopard, and I kind of like the accessories and the bottoms, and I'm done. I don't think I'm going to be adding any more leopard. I mean, it would have to be something like, you know, I used to have a leopard coat years and years and years ago, but of course we know it doesn't fit anymore. So I would probably do that. I would add a leopard faux fur. If I could find a really beautiful leopard faux fur, I think I would add that. I also think, you guys, that snow leopard, it doesn't have to be the desert leopard, like the dark color brown. I think that snow leopard, because you know leopard comes in different colors, so you could also do the one that's like the white and the gray and the black. I think that's a beautiful leopard. And I've seen, you know, they have leopard in yellow, pink, you know what I mean? That print is printed on a lot of different stuff. So I guess you would just have to find something that kind of speaks to you, you know, so you can decide how you want to show up in leopards. I can ramble on and on and on. So let me know, like, how are you guys going to be wearing your leopard? Are you guys going to wear leopard? Like, are you interested in the leopard? Or do you guys, are you like been there, done that? I'm going to pass on it. So let's, you know, chat in the comments about it. And I'm trying to put together, I'm trying to think of the next video. I don't know if I want to do the next trend that I have on my list. I think the next trend I have is polka dots, because I was looking through what I had bought and I've kind of see a theme. I have a few polka dots, not a lot, just a few, but these are pieces that are always going to be in my wardrobe, so they're not anything like super trendy. Or we could do my fall winter wish list. So let me know which one of those that you guys would be interested in doing, and then I will start working on that video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.